Welcome back everyone to more Apex news out there. Three big stories, the first of which out there, a supposed record-breaking story, and I say supposedly because many accusations towards this trio, a European trio trying to qualify for a Code Red tournament this weekend. That's actually, ironically enough, our second story. We'll talk about the teams there in the tournament this week, which is actually going to be almost a repeat of our last 25K event as well. But in biggest news out there, setting the squad kill record for a single game, that being 46 kills. In fact, 46 of the 60 in the lobby. They kill over 75% of the players, setting and smashing the previous record as well. Along with that though, the initial clips they sent to Reddit, people said, oh, they must have abused the respawn system, right? You down 2 of the 3 of a trio, you let them respawn, you kill again, so on and so forth. You abuse that system to rack up your kills until they have now posted everything you guys need to know. Will also be linked down below. A full video of the entire game, or the VOD of the entire game, shows they did not abuse that system to reach their 46 kills, which all in all is astounding if it is legitimate. Because classic community, any esport out there, any video game out there, if it's not one thing, it could be the other. So accusations have now pointed towards possible wall hacks, aim hacks, so on and so forth. After watching the entire 22 minutes or 20+ minute clips, I have not seen too many suspicious things, although in this game itself, in any game out there, you can knock it down to a few moments where it looks maybe skeptical, and that's at best. Nothing proven. So as of right now, they have unofficially, in my books, broken the squad kill record in Apex Legends, that being 46 kills. And again, everything, their VOD, their original post as well, will be linked down below. What do you guys think? In my opinion, what I've seen so far after the gameplay, the looting they did, they still looked pretty skilled when it came to aiming, but looting wise did not really match up to that. We've seen many comments about that. In my opinion right now, without anything being proven about this, maybe, just maybe, they got astoundingly lucky. And what actually attunes that as well, they managed to not qualify for the Code Red tournament. Pretty surprising in my opinion as well. There will be a list of teams though this weekend. I cannot wait to actually break this down on Monday. If you guys are new to the channel, for Apex news, every Monday after a tournament, I do break down the results and what exactly happened. Our last event didn't go so well. Lots of teams out there having internal game crashes. That, luckily enough, with recent, of course, improvements of the game, apparently PC game crashes are down 90% according to Respawn and Jay. So it should be a great tournament. It should be very fun to watch. And the teams now on screen for all of you guys, well, this is pretty much a repeat of our last big event. I do apologize. I'm not sure if it was a Code Red or a Twitch Rivals event. For some reason, I want to say Twitch Rivals. A lot of these teams were there, and I cannot wait to see. It was actually a disappointing run, if I remember correctly, by Vis, Crafty, and Doc Disrespect. They went out pretty early, pretty surprisingly, so they should still be one of your favorites, though, returning this time around. Of course, you have your King, your Mendo, and your Dizzy. They should be your ultimate favorite team. XQC and his buddies return as well. They had a pretty tremendous run, I would say. For the Overwatch community in general, they did really well our last event. They actually all were targeting the separate prize pools. I believe for this event, there are no separate prize pools. So you're going to want to go for kill incentive and win incentive to actually win. I don't think there's any side pots out there like the last event. So this is strictly first, second, and third, get those prize pools. And so we're going to see teams going for kills, going for not these side games like Loch Ness Monster, so on and so forth. Then you got Cutie Pie and his League of Legends trio, and along with Rogue, hopefully that him and his trio can avoid the cheaters like they unfortunately found last time. I would say though, if I'm being honest with you guys, really not too, I'm not trash talking, but those are probably your lower ranking teams going into it. Of course, Dizzy and his trio probably going to be your favorites. Right below them, probably Doc and his team. Right below them, probably XQC and his Overwatch boys. That would be my opinion. We're of course going to see how it does break down. Coming off that as well, we do have a random qualifier team who would have been that European trio if they managed to do so, I believe. Unfortunately enough, a 46 kill game was not enough for them to actually go through. So that was a bit weird, which might kind of go towards how they got lucky that one game. But either way, guys, should be a very fun event to break down. And I think you have your clear ranks for teams. Also in the future, I'm really excited to see, when are we going to get our first premier event? Our first event that's plus 25K, right? Maybe a 100K event, maybe even 50K event, where we actually have official seating. If you guys were also here for our last video about this, it was probably 2 weeks ago, maybe even more than that. Unfortunately enough, for that event, there was no overall seating for it. And so teams, after they lost or won, were playing teams that maybe they shouldn't have. It's hard to explain, but hopefully in the future for our first official event, we have official seedings out there. That way matchups are completely fair for the upper and the lower bracket. And then very lastly, I would not be showing you guys these leaks unless it had some sufficient possibly backing of it. If you guys remember, it was a while ago when they first released the Havoc. It was actually on a trailer we found on Pathfinder. He had the Havoc in his hand. This is very similar. Now most recently an image of Mirage is now circulating around with a weapon on his back, and it does seem to be, in my opinion, an assault rifle, pretty obviously. Other people say possibly an SMG. Either way, in both those categories, if this is going to be a new weapon for this upcoming season, because based off these images, it is not a weapon currently in the game. You guys can leave your thoughts down below if you think it's going to be an assault rifle or an SMG. I think it looks like an AR in my opinion, but still, either way, I think going to be a great addition when it does come, because currently, in my opinion, I do think there are select few ARs as well as SMGs, if not just one or two, that are most viable. Yes, that's the way that Respawn wants the game, but either way, I love the introduction of brand new weapons out there, so it might be coming soon because Mirage had it on his back. So hope you guys all enjoy. As always, my name is Jake. I'll see you back here Monday as we break down, of course, our next tournament, that being this weekend, the Code Red Live 25K tournament. Can Doc come back from a disappointing loss last time? We're going to find out. Until next time, guys, take care. Have a great weekend.